Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Nitin.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Arman. Mr. Vinod.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Vijay Babu, Varun,
Good evening.
Ms. Kala. And who's that in iPhone?
It's Ivarajan.
Okay. Ivaraj. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm Bala, and I'm working as a project management consultant, and I'm a PMP certified. My voice is audible, right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can hear.
Okay, you can hear me, right? So now,
Yes.
actually, I need to confess myself during the initial stage that my voice will be very louder. My voice will be very louder. I'll be increasing my voice decibel. So it's nothing intentional. I want everyone to engage yourself in these classes. So the classes will be going for 2 hours without break, from 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock Qatar time, and from 8 until 10 o'clock Dubai time, UAE time. I think that Mr. Nitin and Arman, they joining from Dubai. So the classes will be going Monday and Wednesday, 2 times a week. It will be on 7 o'clock in the Qatar time. So that means it will be 8 o'clock in the UAE time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 8 to 10 in UAE time and 7 to 9, it will be Qatar time. The classes will be going twice a week, Monday and Wednesdays, right? And after completing this class with you, this is the introduction class. We are not covering any kind of chapter, or we are not going into the content. We will have a clear information about the exam pattern, what you have to do before the training, and what you have to do during the training, and what you will be doing in the post training date. So all this information, what will be the investments, the time, the money for your exams, and how many questions you will be getting, and what type of questions, what type of pattern will be getting within your exam questions, and where you have to give the exams. So complete a blueprint of the exam will be discussed, and we'll be having the individual introduction with us. So everyone will know. So this training will be going for next 45 days, and all the classes are recorded. All the classes are recorded, and that will be sent to the next day through WeTransfer link. I hope that Mr. Mani has sent the complete training material to you people, right? So anyone newly joined or want to join, please make sure that you have to contact Mr. Mani. So Mani is having the complete training materials. So what all the things we'll be covering: the slides, the PowerPoint presentation, the textbooks, the project management templates, hands-on sessions. So the formulas, all is already sent to Mr. Mani, and Mani will be your center point. You'll be the coordinator. Is there any training related information you can discuss with Mr. Mani? And any subject information about the classes you can discuss with me, and all the classes will be recorded, as I said, and you need to download the videos, the recording session within 3 to 5 days. So don't try to extend that. The link will expire, and since we have more information in our internal storage like a C drive, D drive, and we don't have the backup copies, so try to download that link. That link will be you need to download within 3 to 5 days. So take that videos and take that into a separate folder where you've taken the complete training materials. Keep that one. So that will be helping you in the post training date for you to just have the complete practice. So you can just cast in any device, or you can just use that one as a MP4 player while you walk, while you jog. So while you drive for a long drive, so you can just go through that particular videos, what all the discussion we have and the explanation we given. So that will be a good practice. And I'll be the trainer for the entire session. My name is Bala. I'm having more than 20 plus years of work experience in 2 fields. The first half I was spending in the complete medical field, and the second half, the healthcare. The second half, I just came into this industries, project management consultant. I just started my career as a project management consultant in UAE. Then I came here at 2010, and from 2010 until till date, I'm here in Qatar. Okay, so we'll go with the introduction with Mr. Nitin. I think Nitin also is coming from UAE, right?
Yeah. Hi. Good evening. Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
Bala. Good evening, all. Myself, Nitin Vanjari. So, I'm a graduate mechanical engineer with over 14 years of experience. Basically, earlier I was working in oil and gas field. Since 2011, I am in UAE. So currently, since last 10 months, I have changed my field. I have moved to green hydrogen. I'm working in a company called as Plug Power, which is US based.
What is the company name, Mr. Nitin?
It's Plug Power.
Plug Power. Okay.
Yeah, they are in the field of green hydrogen generation, which is which is the latest technologies going on. So currently we are executing projects. We are based in Dubai. So my role is like currently with the project management team. So it differs like from in the entire project management. What we call is like starting from the pre-order, then the engineering, then client coordination, internal department interface, procurement, then dealing with the logistics, dealing with the commissioning team. So entire comes in my current role.
Okay. So from
I think
2011,
that's
you're working there, right?
2011 till 2022 August, I was working in oil and gas field with a
Okay.
company called as Petronas, which is based in Jebel Ali, Dubai. So since August 2022, I have moved to Plug Power.
Okay. How was the Dubai market there, sir? UAE market there?
Dubai market is, I mean, in terms of job openings, if you're talking.
Yeah, job openings, the projects, upcoming projects, current projects.
Upcoming projects are there. I could see a lot of openings in oil and gas, especially in the EPCs. Like Petrofag has started recruiting a lot, and even some of the like original equipment manufacturing companies also there are some openings. So I could say it's gaining up. It's not up to the mark, but still it is gaining up, I can say. As of
Okay. So all the very best. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Nitin. Okay.
Thanks for your introduction. Thanks for your time, and pleasure to have it with you. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Abhilash Pillai. Good evening, sir. Mr. Abhilash, can you introduce yourself? Mr. Abhilash Pillai? Or we can go with Mr. Arman. Arman Espinoso. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Bala.
Yes,
Espinosa, that's Espinosa.
Espinosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good evening, everyone. So I just currently on a transition from National Petroleum Company to joining through supply through ADNOC Offshore.
Okay.
So I'm still waiting even for the processing of my visa. So I was also in Qatar before for Triple C company for 5 years for Qatar Gas Projects and Qatar Petroleum. Then after 5 years, I moved to UAE with McDermott Offshore for 3 years. And then after that, I joined NPCC for coming should be 9 years this August. But I was given the offer for ADNOC Offshore. So I'll be joining them shortly, just processing now the papers. Yeah. So that's it. So that's why I'm, yeah.
All the very best for the future endeavors, sir. Thanks for joining with us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
over
okay,
to Mr.
thank you.
Abhilash Pillai. Sir, can you speak? Mr. Abhilash Pillai, can you speak? Okay. What about Mr. Arun Joel? Good evening, Mr. Arun Joel.
Hi, I am Arun Joel.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
I am in Qatar now. Since 2015 May, I am in Qatar. I am working in a firefighting company called Thompson Specialties. Before coming to Qatar, I was in India, Mumbai. I worked there for 9 years. Then I moved to Qatar. So now I'm in a firefighting company working as a project manager. Here, I handle this Doha Metro project. Now I'm handling this Lusail Plaza firefighting package.
Okay.
Like that. So now today I'm moving, traveling. Today I'm traveling to India. That's why I cannot be more active here.
Okay. What's your flight time, sir?
10:30. Now I'm in the queue for the boarding, getting the boarding.
No problem, sir. Clear your immigrations and have a sweet, the pleasant flight trip.
Thank you.
Okay. So coming to Mr. Vijay Babu. Mr. Vijay Babu, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Bala, and good evening, all. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I have 15 plus years of experience in IT and services. So previous company I was working in Cognizant in Chennai.
Okay.
And I came over here last month. So just looking for some new opportunity here.
in Qatar market?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank
you're
you.
having 15 plus years of experience, 15, right?
Yes, 15 plus years of experience. Out of
Okay.
that, 13.5 in Cognizant itself.
But you should have tried to like US and all, right? The market
My
here is
family is here, so
okay.
yeah. Just wanted to switch to the family.
Because this
around.
market is only for the engineers.
Yep.
But you can just try yourself in Qatar Airways.
Okay.
Some of the people they move to Australia. I think that the position will be vacant. So you need to just go and search for the job in Qatar Airways that will be aligning to your profile.
Sure. We'll do that.
There are many openings in Qatar Airways for IT professionals. All the very best, sir, and all the very best for the future endeavors and your job search.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Good evening, Ms. Kala. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good
Good
evening
evening,
to all.
ma'am.
Yeah, I think I'm audible to you all.
Yeah, you're audible, ma'am.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm basically a project manager in the software industry. I've started my career in 2000 in India, worked in Cisco for more than 6-7 years. Then due to family, I've switched over to Qatar and worked as a consultant in Manai. And then I was mainly, that time I was dealing only Java projects. Now, after some break, again, I joined back to HCL as a project manager, and again, I back to Qatar and joined as a project manager in a startup company here. In that banking domain, currently I'm working on banking domain and handling different projects in different geographical location like Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE projects.
Okay,
So,
very good. And what happened to the
yeah.
Money Corporation, ma'am?
Manai, that is, my husband actually switched over to Muscat, so I quit my job and we moved to Muscat. Again, I moved to
No,
yeah,
Money
so
Corporation is not Money Corporation is not in function right now, right?
It's working. It's still there, but I want to learn something new, scratch from the startup company. I'm getting more opportunity to explore myself a lot instead of getting to one place.
Okay.
That's why I joined a startup company here.
Okay, one more person, Mr. Vijay also came from India and looking for IT related job. If any job is there, let him know also, please.
Definitely.
Okay, man to man.
Thank you.
All the very best, ma'am. Thanks for your introduction. All the very best for your future endeavors, and thanks for joining with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, going to Mr. Nitin, we've seen. You're Raj, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening to everyone.
Yeah.
This is Sivaraj. I'm a civil engineer. I'm having around 16 years plus experience in Qatar, 9+ years. In India, around 8 years. I'm working in the Karama projects, like working in the company, National Contracting Company, NCC.
Okay. You're working in Karama?
Yeah, Karama substation projects.
Okay. Which company you're working for, sir?
NCC, National Contracting Company.
Okay. So all the very best, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Going to Mr. Varun Vikas Rai. Mr. Varun, good
Yes,
evening.
good evening. Yeah, good evening. Myself, Varun, I'm here in Qatar for about 1.5 years. I'm working as a project engineer in a startup company called Gates Engineering. Currently, I'm working in a project called SNG Farm for Marafik and Petroserv.
Okay.
So before that, I was in India. I was working in construction field itself for about 3.5 years. The company name is Iconica Projects. There I used to work in high-rise building projects.
Okay. So thanks for joining us. All the very best.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Mr. Arun. Okay, going to Mr. Vinod. Good evening, Mr. Vinod, sir. Mr. Vinod?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Vinod. Actually, I'm last 12 years I'm in Qatar. Now currently in Qatar Gas site, we are working as a company from EMCO. So I'm as a discipline engineer over there, electrical, looking over all maintenance and minor projects. That's also.
Okay. Okay. How's the business here in Qatar? Good, bad?
Sorry.
How's the business here in Qatar? Project?
It's fine now. It's fine now. But thing is, what we last 15 years we have contract with Qatar Gas. But the thing is now this new contract what we got, it is price is less, so that's the reason we are margin and all we are struggling to make it all. So this is the one issue what we, because earlier we have contract rates are good. Now the thing is total market is down, I think. So that's the reason we get this contract actually.
There is any hope that the Qatar market will bounce back?
I hope it should be, because thing is I don't see any, because all the place in Qatargas itself, you can see the contractors rates are coming down only. All the new
I heard many consulting companies are just moving to Saudi. Is it true?
People are companies, international companies are here and Saudi as well. But thing is, people are moving from Qatar to Saudi and other places. What I see. Many people are resigning also. Many in Qatar, yes, also we can see.
See, actually,
from our company itself, a lot of people are resigning and moving to other places.
Statistical figure shows that the Saudi for his new project called NEOM.
NEOM.
For your kind information, everyone connected here, the Saudi, I think you know very well. There is a project called NEOM, 500 billion US dollars. It will be connecting one coast to the other coast. It will be a linear project with the 3 tiers. Complete project is going to focus on sustainability. So it's a linear project for 176 kilometers from one coast to the other coast. So there is the need of 400,000 engineers with the various engineering disciplines. There are 400,000 engineers is required in Saudi market right now. Many consulting companies is moving towards Saudi. So let's hope that Qatar also will come back. So it was expected that Qatar market will just have a boom after the third quarter, like the end of the third quarter. So I think that it will be coming back. Okay, coming back to our classes. Coming back to our classes. So I just want you to just come with the questions. If you just have any kind of doubt, and don't try to have a hesitation that if I'm going to ask any doubt, the people will mock at me, people will make fun at me. No. Maybe I'll be having a little bit knowledge on project management. You'll be having a strong knowledge on your profession. So each and every one is a subject matter experts in their professions. So you came, you paid here, you came here to get your classes, to get the clarifications. So without getting things clarified, don't allow me to move to the next step. So you have every right to stop me, and you can just ask your queries and understand that one. And you can just allow me to proceed for the next step. Is it clear, guys? As I said very clearly that my voice will be very louder. The intention is that I just make everyone to get engaged. It will be 7 o'clock in the evening until 9 o'clock. It will be very tired for you. The next day you need to prepare for your work. So I need everyone to get engaged. So that's the reason I'm going to raise my voice a decibel. Don't try to take in the wrong sense. As I said very clearly, all the classes will be recorded and will be sent properly in the next day, along with the next week, next day class link. So you'll be getting the link, you'll be getting the link for the next class, and you'll be getting the link for you to download the previous session. Take that one to the folder where you're going to maintain all the training materials. So coming back to our classes, we are going to see about the PMP. We are going to study about the PMP, and this is going to be a preparation session for us to know about the PMP. So first of all, I want to ask you, what do you mean by PMP? If someone is going to ask you, what do you mean by PMP? So what is the answer you're going to say to them? What is the answer you're going to say to them? The PMP.
Project management professional.
Yes, project management professional. Yeah. So I never asked you, Mr. Nitin, to just expand that PMP. I'm asking you, what do you mean by PMP? If someone is going to ask you, can you say about the PMP?
It's globally recognized certification for project management professional.
Yes.
Who is known for the standards and policies to be followed for the best practices.
Yes. Okay. I request humbly all the participants to have a notepad. Try to take all the important hints. There will be a lot of information you need to just note down in your notepad. And I kindly request everyone to have a notepad, please. So what Mr. Vijay Babu said that it's a certifications, right? Please note on it's a certification, and this certification is given by a US body. This is a certification. It's an American certifications. It's an American certification is given by a US certifying body, and the body name is PMI, Project Management Institute. Project Management Institute. So Project Management Institute is a non-profit organization, which means they are exempted from the tax. They doesn't require to pay any kind of tax to the US government. So the PMI is a non-profit, not-for-profit organization. Is going to give you various kind of certifications. So it is the certification which you're going to see under the PMI family will be in 3 categories. The first one is the foundational level certifications. The second one is a mid-level certifications, and the last one is going to be highly professional certifications, high-profile certifications. So the base, the foundation level, your project management professional, this will be coming under the foundation level, and the next level will be a practitioner level or mid-level certification. The last one is going to be high-profile certifications. So we will see that what all the certification is given by the PMI, right? Now we know very well this is an American certification, and the certifying body is PMI. There is any other competitor which is going to compete the PMP certification in the global market? Everyone is, yeah, please note down what Ms. Kala said is 100% correct. It's a Prince2. So the Prince2 is going to be a British certifications. It's going to be UK certifications. It's going to compete the PMP in the global market. But what is the drawback in the Prince2? The Prince2 can't be applicable to heavyweight projects. The Prince2 certification can't be applicable to heavyweight projects. It's most probably used in the IT and the mobile communication projects, the telecommunication projects, or the banking related projects. So Prince2 will be giving you the ultimate benefit once you're going to apply the Prince2 standards in the IT, telecommunications, and banking sectors. The full form for the Prince2, please note down, Project in Controlled Environment, version 2. Project in Controlled Environment, version 2. So as I said very clearly, we are not discussing any kind of subject today. We'll be having the clear blueprint, and we need to know the competitor which is going to compete with the PMP certification in the global market. PMP will have a rousing welcome in the Middle East market. PMP will be having a rousing welcome in the subcontinent area, and it will be having a rousing welcome in the American market, and especially it is more valuable in the Canadian market. But in the case of Prince2, it's valuable only in the UK market and the European market. If you have any doubts, you are free to ask me the doubts. So far, so clear, right? Everyone, yes, please give me the answer, because sometimes yes, I may get disconnected from the internet. So I doesn't know that I'm still connected with you people or not. So it's clear, right? So if anyone is asking you, there is any competitor available to compete with the PMP certification? Yes, there is a UK certification body called Prince2. So Prince2 is a certification is given to the project professionals. The greatest drawback in the Prince2, you need to clear 2 papers. In PMP, there is only 1 paper for you to clear, and you can take that designation called PMP, Project Management Professional. But in the Prince2, which is Project in Controlled Environment version 2, if you want to be certified with Prince2 standards, make sure that you need to clear 2 papers. Paper 1 is going to be a foundational level, and paper 2 is going to be a practitioner level. Paper 1 is a foundational level paper, and paper 2 is going to be a practitioner level paper. There are 2 papers you have to clear. What happens if I'm going to complete only paper 1, which is a foundation level? The foundation level paper, that paper or that certification will not make you to rise as a project manager. You can work as one of the team member within the project team, but you can't claim that you can have a post called project manager. If you're going to clear the second paper, which is a practitioner level paper, then you can claim that you can go as a project manager. So you can just claim, you can put your CV that you are looking for the project manager post. So you need to clear these 2 papers. So paper 1 and paper 2 should be cleared mandatory for you to claim as a project manager. If you're going to clear only paper 1, you'll be working as one of the team within the project management team or project team. Is it clear, guys? Now, the PMI is going to be the certifying body. The PMI is going to be a certifying body for PMP and various kind of certification under the PMI family. So who will be the certifying body for Prince2? The Prince2 certifying body is Axelos. Axelos. The Axelos is going to be a certifying body. Previously, the certification authority was taken by the Commerce Department in Commerce Portfolio in UK government. So the Prince2 was coming under the government. It's going to be a government standard. So the government is going to give the certification for the people who want to qualify with the Prince2. But you know very well that it's coming under the Commerce Portfolio, and the ministers and the selected members who are working in the UK Parliament, they have a lot of work to do. They need to do a public service. So they don't have time to look after the Prince2 certifications, and they are not able to revise the certifications, or they are not making any kind of updations. So they were keeping this certification as the same kind of information, same kind of guidelines, same kind of standards until 2007. Until 2007, it's called as the Prince1. So after 2007, many revision came into their books, and the things are updated. So they are able to come with a newer version. So that is the reason they're going to call this one as a Prince2 version 2. So after 2007, there is enormous changes gone into the materials, training materials, the standards, the guidelines, the certification, the pattern of examination as went for a rigorous changes. So all things you need to know about the Prince2 standard. If you want to clear the Prince2 standard, they're going to give you nearly 60 questions. Paper 1 and paper 2, you're going to get 60 questions. The passing percentage is minimum on or above 55%. If you're going to score, your performance shows that you are going to come as a 55% or more than 55%, then you can claim that you cleared that papers. So the measurement will be quantitative measurements. The metrics is used as a quantitative metrics. They're going to give you a numerical figure. If you're going to score above 55%, on or above 55%, you are clearing the papers. So you can work out for the 60 questions, how many questions you need to give a correct answer. Maybe you will be giving like nearly 35 to 36 questions. You have to give correct answer for you to clear the Prince2 papers. So we're going to complete about the Prince2 topic, and we need to know about some information about the Prince2. It is going to focus about 7 areas. So not 7 areas. It's going to focus on number 7, numerical number 7. So it is going to rotate. The complete things will be rotating with the numerical 7. So you need to know about 7 important themes. You need to know 7 important guiding principles. You need to know about 7 important stages. So this is 7 stages you're going to take your projects. So what all the important stages from initiating to the closing, what are the stages you need to take your projects? So to take your project throughout the 7 stages successfully, what themes you need to follow and what principles you have to follow. So that is all about the Prince2 standards. So our scope of our class is not Prince2. We have to know something about the Prince2. That's the reason we are discussing about the Prince2, but we need to know something about we need to know about more information about our topic, PMP, Project Management Professionals. Is it clear, guys? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you mean? So what we going to cover in the Project Management Professional? What we going to cover in the Project Management Professional? So the main thing we're going to cover about the Project Management Professional is that, please note on your notepad, the complete syllabus is going to take a note that we'll be discussing about the predictive. We'll be discussing about the predictive methodology. We'll be discussing about the predictive methodology, and we'll be discussing about the adaptive methodology. Adaptive. So this will be our focus. The complete focus will be predictive methodology and adaptive methodologies. So that is the focus about our PMP certifications. So what it is asking us to do, The adaptive methodology is asking us to know about 4 important values. Please note down. And it is asking you to focus about 12 principles that is going to support the values. So the 4 values are the main pillar and 12 principles are supporting pillars. If you want to know the complete adaptive methodology, you need to know about 4 values and 12 principles. And what you're going to know about the predictive methodology, you need to know about 49 processes. So how we are able to group the 49 process under 5 process group. So 5 process group and 49 processes. This is the focus of predictive methodology, and adaptive methodology is going to focus about 4 important values and 12 important principles. You have any doubts, any questions to be asked? Ms. Kala?
No, Bala.
No, okay, no. So we are going to say about the predictive methodology, which is going to focus about 49 important process and 5 important process group. How we are able to group the 49 process under these 5 process groups. Which process group is going to do what kind of processes? So how many number of processes you can see in each and every process group? That will be the predictive methodology. The adaptive methodology is going to focus about 4 values and 12 important principles. All your examination question will be coming within the 4 values and 12 important principles. And we call this one as an Agile Manifesto. Please note down, 4 values and 12 important principles is called as an Agile Manifesto. So where the predictive methodology is practiced and where the adaptive methodology is practiced. Predictive methodology always it is practiced only in the heavyweight projects. Please note on heavyweight project is going to focus about the predictive methodology. Heavyweight project is going to focus about the predictive methodology. Lightweight projects will fall under the adaptive methodology. Is it clear? Arun, Mr. Vijay Bala, Babu, Mr. Sanjay, Yuvaraj, Varun, Mr. Vinod.
Bala, can you please repeat again? I missed it.
The predictive methodology, which kind of project is going to focus about the predictive methodology? The predictive methodology will be focused on the heavyweight projects. All your heavyweight projects is going to follow the predictive methodology. All the heavyweight projects. What do you mean by heavy? The budget is heavy. And the time scale for the project will be taking many months or many years, right? The resource which is used in the project will be multiple resources, right? So this project will be called as a heavyweight projects. Like you're going to construct a villa of 1,000 houses in the villa. You'll be constructing apartments, high-rise towers, infrastructure projects, or you're going to bring what you say? You're going to bring substations. You're going to do an oil and gas pipelines. So this project, or you're going to construct a very big spaceships, or you're going to launch a rocket to the space. So this project will be a heavyweight projects in terms of budget, in terms of time scales. So please note down, Ms. Kala, you're able to understand the predictive methodology.
Clear, Bala.
All your heavyweight projects will be dropping into the predictive methodology. The predictive methodology, the other name is called as a plan-driven methodology. Please write this one, plan-driven methodology. Plan-driven methodology. Your plans are driving your projects. So you are able to make your plans upfront. All the things you are planning in upfront. So the plan will drive your projects. Your team is going to focus on the plans. They are able to complete the objective based on the plans. So this can be called as a plan-driven methodology, or it can be called as a waterfall method. The other name given in the varied industries is called as a waterfall method. The waterfall, you can see the falls. The water can fall from the top to bottom, not from the bottom to top. So this can be called as a waterfall method. Some industry, they're going to call this one as a serial method. It can be called as a serial method, or it can be called as a waterfall method, or it can be called as a predictive methodology, or it can be called as a plan-driven methodologies. All your predictive methodology will be coming under this. All your heavyweight projects will be coming under the predictive methodology. So the predictive methodology, we need to focus about 49 processes, 5 important process groups. Coming to the adaptive methodology, all your lightweight projects, all your lightweight project will fall under the adaptive methodologies. Like you're going to bring a software applications. You're going to just build a website, or you are able to develop e-commerce websites, or you're going to develop a product like a mobile phones like iTabs, right? Or you will come with some kind of a banking related projects, or you'll be doing something like in the healthcare. So this project will be falling under the adaptive methodologies. The difference between the adaptive methodology and the predictive methodology, the predictive methodology will not welcome any major changes. The predictive methodology will not welcome any major changes. Only minor changes will be accommodated. Right? Mr. Nitin?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you repeat again, sir, please?
Your predictive methodology, you will not accept major changes. During the mid stage of your project, you are not able to withstand the changes. You will not accommodate the changes, or you will not entertain the changes. For example, your client is giving you a scope of the work, and based on the scope of the work, you are coming with a design, and that design should be approved by the client. Then you can build that particular design. So now the design is approved, the work is executed, more than 20% of the work is executed. Suddenly the client is asking you to change the complete design itself. So would you be able to accept this? Nearly 20 to 30% of the work is completed based on the client approval. But right now the client is asking you to stop and is asking you to change the complete design. So you need to start in the scratch. So whether you're able to accept this, Nitin?
No.
No, you're not able to. Right now you are able to accept it because the market condition is like that, right? Because you can run your show for next 2 to 3 years. Right?
It depends case to case basis,
Yes.
But
Right?
there will be a severe cost implications. And
Yes. So all your predictive methodology will have the good plans. They will have a fixed scope. They will not allow any extra scope in middle of the projects. So this kind of project will not entertain any changes in the mid stage. But in the adaptive methodology, you know very well, changes are welcome. Adaptive methodology, always the changes will welcome. So how we are able to perform the predictive projects, and how we are able to do the adaptive projects. Adaptive project will be adaptive in nature. They have to adapt for the changes. So the changes can come from the client. The changes can come from the owners. The changes can come from the end users. The changes can come from the team. The changes can come from the product manager. The changes can come from the project manager. The changes can come from the internal factors, external factors, regulations. So many factors will be, or the changes will come from the market. The changes will come from the competitor. So that makes you to make the existing changes in the existing product. So you have to accommodate the changes. You have to welcome the changes. So how are you going to run these projects? The predictive methodology project will be able to run the project by breaking the project into multiple phases. So the predictive methodology, the people is able to perform the project with a multiple phase. The adaptive methodology project, you are able to break the project into multiple iterations. This is very important. So the predictive methodology project will go with a phase approach, and the adaptive methodology project will be going with an iteration approach. You are able to do your project, adaptive project, and iterations. So multiple iteration will determine the time scale. Multiple phase will be determining the time scale for the predictive projects. Is it clear or not, guys? Everyone?
Clear, Bala.
Clear? Everyone? The others?
Can you repeat again, sir, please?
Which one, sir?
Predictive methodology will be...
The predictive project, the plan-driven methodology projects. You are able to drive your project. You are able to push your project based on the plans, right? So this project, you are able to break the project into multiple phase, or you will be running the project as a single phase project, right, Nitin?
Yeah.
Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase A, phase B, phase C, testing phase, commissioning phase. You will be naming your phase, right? If you're going to work in the civil sector, you know very well, you're going to break the project into a substructure phase, superstructure phase, structure phase, elevation phase. So it's very easy for you to manage that phase, right?
Yeah.
Right. But in the case of adaptive projects, which is going to believe the changes, which is going to accommodate the changes, you are able to run the project based on the iterations. Multiple iteration will decide the project life cycle. Sorry, timeline, time scale. So the project will broken into iterations. So if you're going to break the project into multiple iteration, that belongs to the adaptive projects. If you're going to break the project into multiple phase, that will be coming under the predictive methodology. Is it clear, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what happened here?
Okay, sir.
The adaptive projects, which is nothing but your what we call it's used for the lightweight projects. So adaptive methodology is broken into many categories. So the first one is iterative life cycle. Please note on this iterative life cycle. The second one is incremental life cycle. Incremental life cycle. The third one is combination of iterative and incremental is called as an agile life cycle. Or we're going to call this one as a change-driven life cycle. Change-driven life cycle. The fourth one is hybrid. So the entire exam question, once they're going to target the adaptive methodology, they're going to ask only from these 4 life cycles. If it is going to be the predictive methodology, they'll be asking the project questions, the exam question based on only one life cycle, the predictive approach. You're able to predict the outcomes, but you're not able to predict the outcomes in your adaptive methodology. Right? Right, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened here? The client is going to give you a cellular phone, a new version cellular phone. The client is asking you to develop. Right? So
Yes.
I need 10 teams. I need 10 teams to develop the cellular phones. So I'm going to break the 10 teams, right? And each and every team should have nearly 7 to 9 members. So what is the team size? Always adaptive methods, they have the size of the team. The person who's going to develop any kind of software solutions or any kind of product is going to develop, or he's going to develop a feature and he knows what function the feature has to give to the customer. The team size should be not less than 7 or not exceeding more than 9 people. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
So what is the team
Yes.
size? The total team size to develop a product will be 70 to 90 people, right?
90 people. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know very well that the software, the cellular phone, you know very well that the customer will give this kind of application should be brought into the cellular phone. So you need to know what kind of applications. So each and every application will be considered as a features, right? Right or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to call the cellular phone. This is a cellular phone. This is the product. So many feature is going to come, is going to assemble, and you're going to in the product line, and you will be developing a product, right? So one feature will be, for example, a Talabat app. A Talabat app in Qatar is going to be a food app, right? So where you're going to open that app and you're going to order the food. A Talabat app is a food application in Qatar. So the developer has to bring the Talabat app. That will be one of the features is assigned to that one team. So one team will be having 7 to 9 people. They have to work for that feature. They have to bring the Talabat app into the product line. So they have to know what kind of functions this Talabat app has to give to the customers. So once the customer is going to open that app, what kind of feature, what kind of function it has to give to the customer? It may give you the menu. It may give you the restaurants. It may give you the price for the food which you're going to purchase, and it will be giving you the payment options. You can pay through online, and it will be giving you the information that whether the food is packed and what is the name of the messenger who's going to bring the food and where you can locate or you can navigate the exact place the food is. So this kind of information should brought into that features. That is one of the features. So until the team is able to understand what features they have to develop and they have to bring into the product line, they will not stop there. They will not stop. They will not go and build the feature. They will keep on discussing about the features. Daily they'll be having a meeting and they'll be discussing what features, how the feature should be there, what function we need to bring into the feature. So they will have the life cycle called iterative. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, everyone. The others?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please come with your questions. You are able to understand. Can I move? Can I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So until the team is having a clear understanding what features they have to develop and what function we have to bring into each and every features, they will not stop the discussion. So they will be calling the life cycle as a iterative life cycle. They keep on iterative. They'll be keep on discussing what they have to do, what should be the color of that particular gadgets, how we are able to develop, what functions we have to bring, how many days it will take, how much money it is going to cost. So all the information will be discussed. They will be keep on repeating their iterations. And once the team knows what features they have to bring, what function they have to bring in each and every features, they will start building the features. And you know very well, if the 10 teams, nearly 70 to 90 people are working, each and every team will be working for different features. Parallelly, these people will develop the features and they're going to bring into the product line. The product will get the increments. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yeah, clear.
So you can see parallelly, each and every team, there are 10 teams that are working. Each and every team will be having 7 to 9 people, and each and every team after completing the discussion, what they have to build and how they have to build and when they have to start building and how many days it will take for them to complete each and every features, and when they can go to the next iteration, they will keep on iterating. So they're going to fix a life cycle called iterative life cycle. Once the team is having a clear understanding, and once every team start developing the features and they're bringing the product line, they're able to do something called incremental life cycle. The combination of iterative and incremental life cycle becomes an agile, or we can call that one as a change-driven life cycle, agile life cycle or change-driven. The last thing is a hybrid. So hybrid is nothing but a combination. Fusing the predictive methods with the adaptive methods is going to be a hybrid. Fusing your adaptive methods with the predictive method will be in hybrid life cycle. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yes. Can you give one example for this hybrid life cycle, Bala?
Okay. Now, what kind of mobile phone you are having, ma'am? You are having the hybrid mobile, or you are having the things adaptive mobile? What kind of car you are driving right now? Hybrid car? Hello?
Yeah. Sorry.
What kind of mobile phone you are using right now? You are using a hybrid mobile phone or a normal mobile phone?
Normal.
Normal. What kind of car you are driving? A hybrid car. What kind of car you can see in the market right now? Electronic car. It's a hybrid car.
Yes.
It's a hybrid car, right?
Yes.
So please note, where all the areas you can't do any kind of exploration. You can't do any kind of test and trials. You will go only with the proven methodology, the proven methods. So you're going to fix that one with a predictive life cycle.
Okay.
Where all the areas you need to do exploration, where all the areas we can do the test and trials, you need to accommodate new things, new scope will be added. The scope is keep on evolving. It's not a fixed scope. You are able to come with the what you call either the agile or iterative or incremental. So once you are trying to fuse the adaptive methods and the predictive method, it becomes an hybrid. Be very cautious. All your future project will be focusing on the hybrids. All your future project will be in hybrid projects. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yes.
Bala, can you just give the details on this incremental life cycle? I missed that.
Okay, incremental life cycle, you know very well that until I'm able to understand about the feature which I'm going to develop to my customer, I will not build that features, right? Nitin, you were asking, right?
Yes, Bala, yeah.
Okay, so until me and my team is able to understand that particular features and what function that feature has to give to the customer, we will not start developing that features. So we need to have the thorough knowledge on the features which we will be going to develop. So we have to know what kind of function it has to do. We have to list out the functions, and we have to know about what kind of how the application has to open, when the application should open. And so all the things we will be having a discussion, how long it will take for us to develop that features and what will be the level of effort we need to develop the features. All the things we'll be discussing. So once we have the better understanding about the features, so right now what we have to do? What we will be doing, Nitin? we start developing the features, right?
Yeah.
The team will start developing the feature. They're going to bring that features into the product line, right? Because the features are subset of your products. The features are subset of the product. So once we have the thorough knowledge what we have to build and what function that particular application has to give to my customer, we will not stop our discussions. So once we know very well what exactly we need to develop, we start developing that. So once each and every team is going to develop what all the assignment is given to them, parallelly that particular product will be having the increments. You are providing the value to that product, right or wrong? There is a continuous value is given to that particular product, right or wrong, Nitin?
Yeah.
So the product will be getting the increments, right?
Yes, yes.
So that is called as the incremental life cycles. So combining
sorry to interrupt. One last question. Like this what you said, iterative life cycle, incremental life cycle, agile and hybrid. These are like a chronological methodology, or it can be swapped one by the other?
No, it is coming as an adaptive methodology. It's depending upon the organization where you work, because we will be seeing where all the areas this kind of things will be used. So just coming into the discussion of the question part, just be calm. So I'll just give you the clear information once we are stepping into that particular area.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Shall I move?
Yeah, we'll move, Bala.
Okay. So these are the certification available in the PMI family. These are the most important certification. As I said very clearly, the foundation level, the mid-level certifications, and we do have the high profile certifications. And we'll be going with this PMP. So this PMP and CAPM is nothing but it's a foundation level certification under the PMI family. It's a foundation level. And the program management and the portfolio management is going to be an high profile certifications. So anyone can give the information. What do you mean by program and what do you mean by portfolio?
Collection of different projects are called programs.
Collections of different projects. So this
project related to each other.
Related to each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Portfolio?
Programs, projects all together, we can call it as a portfolio.
Can I include the operation also inside the portfolio?
Yeah.
Okay. So the program is collection of various interrelated projects which should have a dependencies. If any project outcome is going to be, it's getting disturbed, it will be disturbing the entire program. The program will be collapsed. So if you want to become a program manager and it's a very big project, you're not able to take that particular project into a project domain, and you definitely ought to take this one as a program domain. So where you're going to break that program into multiple projects. Each and every project will be having its own, it will be having its own output. So that may be used with other project, and each and every project will be having a dependencies. Example, we have a project here called New Doha International Airport. So right now we call this one as a what? Amada. New Doha International Airport. So once we can't take this one into the project level, we are able to take that one to the program level. We are breaking that program into multiple projects, like the runway infrastructure will be one of the project. Passenger terminal, we can go as one of the project. Cargo terminals, the aircraft maintenance, the food court. So this will be broken into multiple projects. Each and every project will be having its own the output, but all the projects are depending with each others. So to just make sure that all the projects are properly coordinated, we need our program managers. So collections of interrelated projects is coming under the program. So we do have a discipline. We do have a certification under the PMI family. It's a very high profile certification in PMI certifications. So program management. Now collections of various projects which may have the relations or which is not related with each other, or different kind of portfolios, like healthcare portfolios, water management portfolios, waste management portfolios, electricity portfolios, sub-projects, projects, operations. So everything will be included in the portfolio managements. So portfolio will be kept as in the apex. So that will be the pinnacle of the PMI certification. The topmost certification in PMI family will be the portfolio management professionals, because The project manager and the program manager doesn't require to have the financial knowledge. If you want to sit as a portfolio manager, make sure that you need to have the complete project management for program management, as well as you should have a strong knowledge on the finance. You need to have the strong knowledge on corporate finance. You need to have the strong knowledge on decision makings. You need to have the strong knowledge on capital investments for the long-term projects, right? So the portfolio management is going to focus only about the strategic objective or business objective of each and every organizations. If any one of the domains which is not providing the good return on the investments, so the portfolio manager is having every right or authority to scratch that business. The operation is not giving you the return on investments, the investment. The project you have invested, it's not giving the good return on investments, or the portfolios you are invested, it's not giving the return on investment. They have every authority to terminate it, to scratch it. So we have the portfolio management professionals, the risk management, the scheduling professional, the agile certified practitioner, business analyst. These four, the last four, are coming under the mid-level certifications, or please note down, this is coming under the practitioner level certifications, practitioner level certifications. So we have the foundation level, a practitioner level, we have high profile certifications. So risk management is going to focus only about the risk management, right? So we'll be speaking the complete information about the risk, the tools, the techniques, the knowledge, the competencies you need to have to manage the complete risk domain. So it will be speaking about the risk management. Scheduling professional, it's going to speak about the time management. It will be giving you the scheduling methodology, what kind of methodology will be used in the adaptive environment, what kind of scheduling method will be followed in the predictive methodology. So it's going to speak about the network diagram, the complete schedule professionals. It is going to speak about the tracking tool, which is used for you to track the schedule performance. The Agile Certified Practitioner is a different discipline. It's also the practitioner level certification. It's going to speak about the Agile methodology, the change-driven methodology. So we'll be discussing about the iterative life cycle, hybrid life cycle, your incremental life cycles, and what kind of things they're going to follow, how the 4 values is used, and where all the 12 principles will be applicable. All the information will be seen in the Agile Certified Practitioner. The business analyst is an exclusive certification for the IT people. So who's going to work as a business analyst? The role of the business analyst is that they have to get the complete requirements from the client. So without getting the requirements from the client, they have to bring the complete requirements from the client, and they have to bring into the product backlog. And without the complete information, the team can't develop any features. So the complete requirement will be captured by the business analyst. They do have the exclusive certification for the business analyst is business analysis. Any doubts you have? Hello?
Fine, sir.
No doubts. Are you showing any slides, Bala? Because
Yeah,
we are
you have the slides, right? The slides is not exhibited.
no, you are in the first
Not
slide.
yet.
No?
Not yet, sir. Yeah. Now we are able to see them.
Okay, please. So the CAPM, the PMP is going to be the foundation level certification. The program management and the portfolio management is going to be a high profile. It's kept in the pinnacle. The last 4 will be as a practitioner level. It's going to speak in and out about that particular domain. Risk management. So what do you mean by risk, and how are you going to define the word risk with issues? The issues and risk are same?
No.
No. So what do you mean by issues and what do you mean by risk? So if you want to work as a risk consultant, if you want to work as a risk manager, if you want to work as a risk owners, risk action owners, if you want to just if you want to be a person to control the complete risk management process, you want to lead, you want to take the lead positions in the risk domain. So the risk management professional is very important certifications. Planning side, controlling side, scheduling side. So all the people, junior planners, senior planners, planning managers, planning engineers will go for the scheduling professionals. Any person is working in the Agile, IT environment, adaptive environment, banking projects, IT, telecommunication, they can go for the Agile. So again, any person want to work as a business analyst, they want to go to the client, they want to meet the client, and they want to capture the complete requirements, what all the methods they're going to use, what kind of prototype they will be using to capture the initial requirements or the final requirements of the client will be studied in the business analyst. How to do the brainstormings. So what kind of brainstorming technique you will be using for you to capture your requirements? how you'll be using the prototype, how you'll be using the storyboards. So all this information you're going to study in the professional business analysis. So business analyst can target the last certifications. And PMI is having many kind of micro level certifications also. Micro level certification also is available in the PMI family. So various kind of certification, so much of certification is brought under the PMI family after the COVID-19 pandemic. So I was asking you the question, what do you mean by risk and what do you mean by issues?
Risk is something like an event which can be a showstopper in your progress of the project, which can affect your project in terms of time or cost or even quality.
Okay. Even the communication will be impacted. Resource will be impacted. The complete objective of the
Yes, sir.
project will be impacted by the risk, positively or negatively, right? So
Yeah,
write this
yeah.
information. Risk is one of the important area we will be seeing. Before going into that, we know very well the predictive methodology is going to focus about 49 process and how you are able to group that 49 process under the 5 process group. The adaptive methodology is going to focus about 4 values and 12 important principles, right? The predictive methods is going to follow the plan-driven methodology. Adaptive methods will go with its own methodology, incremental methodology, iterative methodology, or it's going to use the incremental and iterative. It becomes a change-driven or agile, or you're going to fuse the predictive and adaptive, and you're going to come with something called hybrid. Right, guys.
Yep.
So, but you need to make sure that you need to if you're going to work as a project manager in the adaptive methodology and the predictive methodology. For example, you want to, there's no work in the civil, you want to enter as a project manager in the IT field, and you want to manage many projects under the IT domain. So you can walk into the IT domain as a project manager, but you need to have the things how to do the IT projects, right? So both the area is asking you to have some common understanding. So you need to have the common understanding on the domain areas. There are about 10 domain areas we'll be seeing in the both things, both area. The adaptive and the predictive will be having 10 common domain areas. Please note down the domain areas. The first one is integration management. It's a common for both industries, whether you're going to work in the lightweight industries or the heavyweight industries. So the common domain for both industries, being a project manager, I can work even in IT field, or I'm going to work even in the heavyweight project. So I need to have the common knowledge on the domain areas. So the first domain is going to be integration management. The second domain area will be the scope management. The third domain area is going to be your schedule management, which is nothing but your time management. The fourth domain area is going to be your cost management. How are you going to plan your cost? How are you going to do the estimation? What kind of estimation methods you're going to use? And how are you going to aggregate all the estimated cost for the line items? And how we are able to track the cost. So you need to have the knowledge on the cost management. Being a project manager, I need to know about the quality. I need to know about what is the role of quality assurance, what is the role of quality control. So what kind of reports will be generated by the quality auditors and what kind of report will be generated by the quality controls. So I need to have the common understanding about the quality. So quality management is an important area, right? And I need to know something about the resource management, how to manage my resources. So it's not only the human resource you are able to manage, even though the physical resource should be properly managed, and you need to have the control on the physical resource. So how you are able to plan your resources, how you are able to acquire your resources, how you are able to develop your resources, how you are able to manage your resources, how you are able to control your resources. I need to have the domain on the, I need to have the knowledge on the resource domain. Then I need to make sure that I need to know something about communications. Because 90% as a project manager, what you're going to do in the project is that you need to communicate. Is it clear or correct or not, this? 90% of my time will be spent on the communications. If you try to mess up your communication, right or not, Vinod? Right or not, Mr. Vijay Babu?
Yes, sir. Yes.
If I'm not able to do proper communication, I try to not only mess up my communication, I will try to mess up my project also. So there should be the communication should be more efficient and more effective. Always the communication should be unambiguous. Right communication in the right format and the right frequency in the right method. It has to go to the right audience and it has to bring the right impact. then your communication is so unambiguous. So the project manager should be a good communicator. You should have the skills in communicating. Either it can be a verbal communication, it can be a non-verbal communication, it can be a formal communication, it can be informal communication, it can be informal written communication, formal written communication. I need to spend 90% time on my communication. My communication should be more effective and efficient communications. Coming to the risk management. So my risk manager will be giving the support, but I need to oversee the risk objective also, since I'm a project manager. So I need to have the knowledge on the risk management. So that's an important domain area. Being a project manager, I need to have the knowledge on the procurements. Even you do have your purchase managers, purchase authorities, procurement team, contract management, vendor management, or you do have your commercial managers, quantity surveyors. So being a project manager, I need to give the complete procurement list. So I need to have the knowledge on procurements. What procurement decision is good for the projects? What kind of contract type we have to use for the project? How we are able to modify the contract for the long-term projects? So I need to have the strong knowledge on the procurements. So that is a very important area. And make sure that the final thing is a stakeholder engagement. The stakeholder management and the stakeholder engagement is a very clear area where I need to focus much. I need to make sure that my stakeholders are properly engaged. They have to give the commitment to the projects. So commitment makes me to take a resources. It can be a financial resource, or it can be human resource, or it can be a physical resource. So I need to shape my project with these resources. I need to get the support. So the stakeholders should be committed. So you can see the difference between the predictive project, which is a heavyweight project, and the lightweight project. In the predictive projects, the stakeholder involvement will be only in the free depend points. Right or wrong, guys? The commitment or the involvement or the engagement of the stakeholder will be only at predefined points, right? Right or not? You will call the stakeholder. You will call the stakeholder during initiation, and you're going to do the handover during the closing stage.
Okay.
But in the case of the adaptive project, you know very well, the adaptive project will be having a very low time scale. The project has to complete within 3 months. The project has to complete within 6 months, or not exceeding more than 8 months. Because if the iPhone is going to come with a newer version of cellular phone, the Apple, they have to come with the cellular phone because they need to maintain the status quo in the market. They have to release a new version. They have to meet the market competitions. You can see the way the Nokia was kicked out of the market because they are not able to come with the newer versions. So every 3 months once or 4 months once, the Apple or iPhone, they have to come with a newer version of the cellular phone to maintain or manage the status quo in the market. So the stakeholder involvement in the adaptive project will be throughout the life cycle. Take this one. The stakeholder involvement in the adaptive project will be throughout the life cycle. If the stakeholder is not getting involved, they can give only the cash and the resources. They will be giving the support. The stakeholder will ask, the customer will ask to nominate his own proxy. So the team will just nominate as a customer proxy, and the customer proxy will be giving the requirements to the team which is going to develop a product. So the involvement of the customer will be throughout the life cycle of the project in the adaptive. The involvement of the customer in the predictive project will be only in 3 different points. So the stakeholder engagement is a very important area. I need to make my stakeholder to get engaged. So these are the 10 domain areas you should have a thorough knowledge. Integration, scope management, schedule management, cost management, quality management, resource management, communication, risk, procurement, and the stakeholder management, or we call this one as a stakeholder engagements. It's clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's clear. It's clear. So what is my eligibility requirements? You're able to see the slides?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be the two eligibility, this will be the category, 2 categories available for the people who's having various kind of disciplines, mainly the academic or the other qualifications. So if anyone is having a bachelor degree, or they are having the above bachelor's, or even they have a doctorate, so these people will fall into category number 1. The category number 2 is for the people who's having the polytechnic, or in the Western countries, they're going to call this one as a higher national diploma. So this people is having the lesser qualification compared to the bachelor degree. So this people has to fall into category number 2. So what category number 1 says, if you're a bachelor or above bachelor, you should have 3 years of project experience. And this 3 years of project experience should come from the last 8 years. You need to have 3 years of minimum 3 years of project experience that has to be counted from the last 8 years. And you need to complete a formal training, whether it's going to be a virtual training or it can be a traditional training on project management, not less than 35 hours. A training provider has to give a training completion certificate, not less than 35 hours. So this will be the 2 criteria or eligibility criteria for the category number 1. Category number 2, if the people are polytechnic or people are having the high school, higher national diploma or high school certificate holders, they do work in the projects. They should have minimum 5 years of experience, project experience. 5 years of experience that should be counted from the last 8 years. And they need to complete a formal training on project management, not less than 35 hours. Is it clear, guys? Any questions on this? Is it clear?
It's clear.
Okay. So you can advise your people, if you have the degree, this is the criteria. And if you don't have a degree, you're just putting yourself as a diploma holder, or you're a polytechnic guy, or you're high school certificate holder. So you are falling into the category number 2. You do have the qualification to qualify yourself as a PMP certified, but this is a category. So you have to exhibit the project management institute that you are having 5 years of experience. So how to document all your details? What description should be added for each and every applications? So don't worry, Mr. Money is the coordinator. So send all your application to Mr. Money. And I'll be doing, if Money is overloaded, he'll be sending some applications. So right from 2008, Money is doing the application. No application got discarded till date. All the application will well received. And if any audit is there, Money will be the person to give the clear guidelines, and I'll be instructing Money to ask I will be asking some documents from your side, like your degree certificate scan copy and your training completion certificate scan copy. So to clear this audits, if any audit is generated, audit is a random procedures. They doesn't know, they have a mission count, so number of application which is going to fall into the server. So in order to just make sure that the certifying body is allowing only qualifying people to go for the PMP exams, so they will have the scrutiny called audit. So don't get panicked. So take an advice, within a week you can clear your audit. Nothing should be posted after the COVID pandemic. Everything should be done electronically. So Money will be providing you the complete guidelines how to clear the audit if anything is getting audited. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So next we have to go for an important area. Can you see the exam breakup? You're able to see?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a breakup. So the don't ever follow any kind of older customs after this pandemic. In 2nd January 2021, the exam pattern is completely revised. So don't take the older information, because the older information, they will give you 200 questions and they're going to allot 4 hours duration for you to complete your 200 questions. All the questions are process-based questions. All the questions are process-based questions. So don't take that one. It's a newer exam. So they're going to henceforth they're going to continue with the same pattern in the future exams. So this is your breakup. So the breakup will be broken down 3 areas. We have people, we have process, and we have business environment. The percentage of share is 42% for people, 50% is the share is given for process, 8% share is given to the business environment. Now the total exam question will be 180. If any person is having the doubt, please stop me. Don't have any kind of hesitations. So please come with your questions. You have every right to ask me the questions. That's the reason you paid for it. So 180 questions. So the breakup will be this. So out of 180, the people domain is targeted with a 42%, nearly 74 questions. The process is taking 50% share, so 90 questions. The business environment will take 16 questions. So the total share is 100%. The total question will be 180. And this 180 question, they're going to give you 3 hours. 3 hours and 50 minutes. Three hours and 50 minutes will be the duration given for you to answer all 180. The breakup will be 74 from people, 90 from the process, and 16 from the business environment, total 180. Right? How they're going to give how they're going to conduct this 3 hours and 50 minutes? They're going to break the 3 hours and 50 minutes into 3 equal portions. 3 equal portions. So they're going to give you the first section will be having 60. The second section will be having 60. The third section will be having 60. So they will be giving like 1 hour and 17 minutes, 1 hour and 17 minutes, 1 hour and 17 minutes. So total, they're going to give you 3 hours and 50 minutes. So they're going to break into 3 sections, 60, 60, 60. So what logic I'm going to say right now to you, the same logic is applicable for other 2 sections. Now, once you're going to start your exam, there are 2 things you're going to consider. One, you need to make your payment and you have to get your entry into your exams. So now what I need to do, once I'm completing my classes and I'm doing my preparation, once I prepare well, we'll be giving many exam questions. Be confident, maintain the confidence. We will not discuss any question which is commercially based. All the questions which will be given to you guys will be taken from Exam Security Board from PMI. You have the chance to get the same questions, nearly 30 or above 30%. Or even some people will be getting 40 to 45%. The same question will be repeated. So all the questions from the 2021 January 2nd till date, all the questions which is coming from the PMI will be updated, and that will be given to you guys. And we'll be discussing many questions on our each and every sessions. So the same question you have a chance you may have a chance to get that one as a repeated. Sometimes there will be a new question which will be formulated from the PMI. Is it clear, guys? Hello?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Now, what you have to do, you should register as a member, not right now. Don't try to waste your money. You need to register as a member. So what they will ask you to do for the membership subscription, they ask you to pay $129. First time, once you're going to subscribe for the membership, you need to pay a $10 as a service charge. So the charges will be $139. Plus your exam charges will be $405. So total, you need to spend $544. So nearly, if you're going to work out in Qatari riyals or dirhams, it will come into 2,200 dirhams or 2,200 riyals, approximately. So membership is not mandatory. Membership is going to be optional. Whether you want to purchase a membership or you can go and make your exam payment without the membership, then the charges will be $555, $555. So $11 extra you need to bear. So better you can become a member, pay $139 and make your certification charges for $405. Clubbing this number, 2 numbers, you have to pay $544. So what is the benefit I'm going to get if I'm going to be a member? The benefits are, benefit will be, you can download at least 10 materials. The membership subscription which you're going to make for $139 for 1 year, at least 10 materials you can download in your name. You can get your access, you can put your username and password, go into the PMI profile, you can start downloading that electronic copy. You can download the PMBOK, the Project Management Body of Knowledge. Each and every profession will be having their own body of knowledge. Doctors, they have their own body of knowledge. Engineers, they will be having their own body of knowledge. So the project management profession should have their own body of knowledge. It's project management body of knowledge. The PMBOK 6th edition, 7th edition, these 2 copies you can download. ACP material, Agile Certified Practitioner material that you can download. Risk management book you can download. Scheduling professional book you can download. You can download a work breakdown structure standards. You can download a configuration management system. That is standard you can download. You can download something called earn value management. That's standard you can download. So these are all the standards. So at least the 10 copies, electronic copies you can download. And apart from this, you can create your own linkage. You can create your network and you can create your own linkages across the global market. And there is one space called carrier. This is for only members. The paid members will be allowed to enter into their carrier options. There will be n number of companies who is going to post their job listing. So just send your CV, and you can qualify yourself with PMP and other certification which is coming from PMI, because most of the job listing will be asking for the PMP certification and other certifications. So qualify yourself with any kind of certification under the PMI family. Try to drop your CV there. If the particular profile is going to align with your profession, try to just drop your CV and wait for the interview, or you can just call them and you can just ask them to conduct an interview. So this kind of facility will be available in the PMI website. They'll be sending you the project management network magazines. So they'll be giving you the salary survey compared to the non-PMPs, how much the PMP is earning, how much hike they will earn in future, and what state-of-art kind of projects or groundbreaking deliverable projects is going on across the global market. So this kind of updation information will be sent to each and every membership holders. So for you to get the benefit in the first year, you need to become a member for $139 and make your exam payment. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Once you are fulfilling the eligibility criteria, we will be applying, Mr. Mani will be applying, and he will be processing all your applications. So once the application is sent from Mani's end, it will take 5 to 7 business days or working days for you to get your approval. So once it is taken for review, you will get an email from the PMI customer care that your application is received. Just wait for 5 to 7 days. An automated message will come. The correspondence between you and PMI customer care will be through email. So don't ever try to give the company email, because you don't provide any guarantee to work in the same company. The mail email which you're going to do a frequent access, your personal email. So try to share the personal email and try to just double check the email address which you're going to give to the PMI customer care, because that's the correspondent, that is the thing where you're going to transact to your correspondent with the PMI customer care. That is going to be a communication bridge between you and PMI customer care, your email address. Is it clear, everyone?
It's
Yes.
clear, sir.
Okay. Now, once you got the approval, they're going to inform you, okay, your application is approved. So your eligibility period for you to complete your PMP exam will be valid for 1 year. So within 1 year, they are providing you 3 chances. And each and every time you need to repay. So you are allowed to resit. So if anything is happening in the first time, you're allowed to go for 2 resits. So each and every resit is asking you to make a payment. The second resit will ask you to pay $275. The third resit also, they will ask you to pay $275. If you are not a member, if you're going to pay for the resit, they will charge you $375 for the second sit and $375 for the third sit. So $100 you have to pay on the higher side. So it's better for you to register yourself as a member with PMI, right? Right now, don't do anything. Try to make your PMI's membership subscription the month you want to target for your exams. For example, this is the June month. The training will go for entire July. The training will be completing by the 10th of August. You plan to give the examination for the month of October. For example, month of October. So try to purchase the membership on 1st October 2023. So once you're going to purchase the membership in 1st October 2023, when it is going to expire? 1 year will be the subscription period. So when you can expect the membership will be expiring?
2024 1st October.
2024? August will be 31, right?
September, right? So we are purchasing on 1st October, right?
For example, October you want to target the exam. October last week you will be targeting the exams, right?
Yeah.
So try to purchase the membership in 1st October 2023. If you're going to purchase the membership in 1st October 2023, until when your membership will keep its expiring? Next year, right? August, right?
Yeah.
So
2024.
it is not going to keep the membership expiry until August 2024. It is going to take the entire October 2024. So it will be expiring the last date of October next year. Is it clear or not, guys? So your membership is subscription is not 12 months, it's going to be 13 months. So try to use your money wisely. If you want to purchase the membership in first of that particular month. You are targeting a month. So mid of that month, you want to give the exams, or third week you're going to give the exam, or last week you're going to give the exam. Try to purchase the membership on the first day of that month. Is it okay? It's clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Now, the exam can be taken in two areas. Either you can target a CBT or you can target something called OLP. The CBT is nothing but it's a center-based test. And OLP is nothing but online proctoring. Online proctoring. So center-based test. So who is giving the CBT and who is giving the OLP? Both are given by the exam administrator who has signed the MOU with the PMI is a Pearson. Pearson VUE. So it's an exam administrator. How we are coming under the ATP clause? The BMTC is coming under the PMI ATP clause, approved training provider. So the PMI is operating the exam through the exam administrator called Pearson VUE. So they are giving the examination around 200 plus countries in the global market countries. So they are giving the exam through their franchise. America, Canada, they have the full operations. Outside the American, outside the Canadian market, they are operating through the franchise. If you want to give the examination in Qatar, the testing authority is given to Family Computers. It's very close to the Albida Park, very close to the Fridge Bin Mohammed area. Family Computers is authority, is taken the authority to give the Pearson related exams. Pearson is giving more than 1,000 exams. American police exam, nursing examination, it's giving more examination in automobile. It's giving the complete examination under the PMI certification. So one of the examination you can target is PMP under the Family Computers. It's very close to the Albida. So for booking everything, money will be giving you the clear help. You are on the safe side. It's no hassle free for you guys. It's going to be completely hassle free. So you are on the safe hands. The application will be done by money. You will be getting your approval. And once you want to target your examination, money will be providing the clear guidelines how to make the payment. And if you want to make, if you want money to book your exam slots, whether it's a CBT or OLP, give the clear indications, clear information to Mr. Money. Money will just take your exam date. Money will be asking what is the preferable time you want to give the exams. Because once you are selecting your date in the testing center, the time will pop out. The available time will pop out. So you need to lock that time and you want to lock your appointment. So you'll be getting 2 appointment summary. One is from PMI that will be confirming your exam schedule notice, and you will be getting one more appointment summary from Pearson. So you get 2 appointment summary. So on the day of examination, you need to appear the Pearson, the Family Computers, 30 minutes before your exam time to clear all your security checks. So they will be using the complete metal detector. So they'll be doing the detecting from the top to bottom. You should not carry any kind of foreign materials. A watch should be unstrapped. Even the ring also, they will not allow you to wear. They will check your specs. They will not allow you to take any kind of bags or baggages. They will be stopping you in a muster point. If you're going to bring any kind of bag or water bottles or something, you need to just keep in the locker. You'll be provided the locker keys. Search for the locker name, number, put your belongings, come, log just sign in the logbook, sign your time when you are entering into the cabin. So you need to do all this kind of security checks. And once you're coming through for the break, so you have to complete your break within the given time. You need to come back again. They will be checking you with a metal detector, and they will ask you to sign the time in, time out in the logbook, and they will ask you to go into the cabin. Is it clear or not, guys? You should not shout. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
If you're stuck with any kind of a technical things or glitches or something, you don't try to shout. Don't try to disturb the other exam candidate. Many people will come there to give their exams. So their students should not get disturbed. So if you are getting disturbed, try to use the air mufflers. They will be giving you the air mufflers for you to just avoid the disturbance. If you want to ask anything from the proctor who is going to proctor you, you have to raise your hands. They will be coming to you. They'll be speaking slowly to you. Very low decibel, they will be speaking to you. You need to give your queries. They're going to sort out your queries. So this is the conditions. And once you're going to complete your examination, try to get an acknowledgement from the exam center. They have to give the score report, a summary score report should be printed by them. They have to hand over to you. They have to make they have to make the company stamp there. And the proctor has to make a signatory. So that is the proof that you gone to the exam center. Take 2 valid IDs. These 2 valid IDs should have the photos. It can be your RP, residential permit, it can be a passport, or it can be a driving license. You need to take 2 valid IDs. And you have to report with 2 valid IDs in the mustard point 30 minutes or 45 minutes earlier before your exam time. Is it clear, guys? You can't target your examination on Saturdays and Fridays. They will work only on the normal working days, like how we are working. This is a business for them. They will work from morning 8 until 5. So within this period, until 6, within this time period, you need to block your exams. And the exam time also will be available within 8 o'clock until 6 o'clock. If you want to, if you can't give the examination, like you can't book your examination at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Exactly 6 o'clock, you need to complete your examination. So the time available will be 2 o'clock or 1:30 or 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 noon. So only the available time you can block. So you can't take your examination in regional holidays. The exam center is getting closed. But what happened here in the OLP, you can give the examination on your convenience. You are making your payment today. You get your scheduling exam today, and you're selecting your option is OLP. Tonight, you want to give the examination, you can give the examinations. Tomorrow morning, you can give the examination. After 1 month, you want to give the examination. After 1 week, you can give the examination. Tomorrow is Eve. Okay, no problem. You can give your examination. Still, the examination will be there. So the OLP will be having many options. 1 o'clock, you want to give the examination. 3 o'clock in the early morning, you want to give the examination. 6 o'clock in the early morning, 12 in the noon. So you can give your examination at any time you want, at any day you prefer to give it. But the security and the checks they're going to use more scrutiny. They will not assign only one proctor. There will be multiple proctors will be assigned to you. Multiple watchdog will watch you, depending upon the availability. So the checks are very stringent. The security measures are very stringent. You need to isolate yourself in a separate room. There should not be any face should be seen in the camera frame. If they're going to see other than the exam candidate, any other person is staying in the same room or the face is there coming in the camera frame, the proctor is having every right to revoke your exams. Not cancellation, revoking the examinations. They will be giving, they will give a report to the PMI that they can make you as a blacklisted party. You can't give any kind of examination with PMI. So they do a rigorous checking. Be very cautious. Don't try to take anyone inside the room. Make all your friends or any family to go outside. Isolate yourself. If you have any kind of electronic devices, keep the electronic devices out of your arm reach. If you're sitting in front of the TV, LED TV, try to cover with the bed sheets, and don't try to keep any kind of electronic devices. Only your mouse and your system should be placed on the table. So before you start, they will ask you to give the mobile number. So you have to give the mobile number. So the mobile number will be getting a text message. So the text message will be having a hyperlink. So that will take to the mobile check-in. So it will be taking you to the Pearson mobile check-in process, where you have to keep your mobile up front of you. You have to click your face exactly on the frame. You have to upload, and you have to keep your ID, any valid ID. Driving license will be allowed, and they will be taking the RP of your Qatar. This too will be allowed, or you can use your passports. You have to just take a photo or snap front side and back side. You have to upload these 2 photos, and you have to take your exam space. A front side, you have to take a photo, upload it. Back side, you have to go on back side of your exam space. You have to take a photo. On the left hand side, you have to take your photos. Right hand side of your exam space, you have to take a photos. So this photos should be uploaded, and you have to wait. You have to just do some security checks. Like they ask you to open the mic, complete 100%. The mic should be open, speaker should be open, the webcam should work, the internet should have a good speed, download capacity, uploading capacity, it should meet the requirements. Everything you have to do. So they will ask you to just check in 30 minutes before your exam time. You are booking your exam time at 10:30. By 10 o'clock exactly sharp, you have to open your applications. They will once you're giving your mobile number, they'll send an application. You have to install that applications in your computer. And before you start, done all your security checks, they will just send the proctor. The proctor will just ask, it will come in the computer. They will be having a computer chat. They will not show their face. You can't see them, but they can see you. You sitting in front of your PC, don't try to mumble, don't try to murmur, read the question through the brains. Because you doesn't know the mentality of the proctor who's assigned to your exams. Someone will come with a good, with a friend, they will be coming with a friendly manner. Someone will be coming in the angry manner. So people will come with a different mentality. So try to cooperate with them. Try to bound what all they are asking you to do. Someone in middle of the examination, they have any doubt, they will ask you to pull the power card. They will ask you to rotate your exam space. They have any foreign material they could see. If you're going to leave the other one side, you can get a comment in between of your examination. Sit upright. You can't go for you can't have a break in between. Only the break which is given by the PMI, that break only you need to go outside. You should not take any kind of you should not eat any kind of food. You can't take any food material inside. You can't chew your chewing gums. You can't smoke. So these are all the things you need to have a good dress, and you should not sit with your bunions or something. So you have to just wear a very good dress, and you have to sit with them, right? So this will be the formalities. Any doubts you have? Try to disable all your what you call firewalls, your the system protections for temporary time. So try to disable all this, and once the examination is completed successfully, you can just enable it. So try to keep all your things disabled. You should not have your Microsoft Team. You should not have the TeamViewer. So make sure that they're going to run software applications. The application will just spot out any background application is running. So the background application like TeamViewer or the Microsoft Team is going to have, you have installed in the system. Go to the control panel, try to uninstall it. After the examination is complete, try to reinstall it. So this is the conditions. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
It's clear.
Any doubts for any? No doubts. Okay.
No doubt.
Now, as I said very clearly, each and every section you have 60, 60, 60, right? 60, 60, 60. So total you will be having 180. So once you are able to complete the 60th question, they will be giving you two options. Continue exam or begin a break. Begin your break. So once you want to continue your examination, you will be switching over to the second sections. But if you're going to click your cursor on begin break, that means you'll be getting 10 minutes break. So go outside, refresh yourself, have a juice, or you can eat some fresh fruits, drink water, come back and start your exams. So your mind will be very fresh in attending the second set of 60, and logically it will be applicable for the third section, which will be having the 60 questions. If you don't want to have this break for 10 minutes, the 10 minutes which you don't want, it will not be added in the exam hours. Still, the exam duration is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Right? Now, what happened here? You have the questions in each and every section will be 60 in numbers. Suppose in the first section, the 24th question, you have a dilemma. You don't want to play inky, pinky, ponky game to select your answers, right? Because you know very well, all your PMI related exams are a psychometric analysis kind of exams. They want to test the individual psychology, how well the people is able to understand the field of project management, what skills they have in understanding the field of project management. So they will not allow you to pick up and write answers. Always they will expect the candidate to go with the correct, best and appropriate answers. So you are in the dilemma, which one you have to choose. But the time is running out. So don't try to waste your time. There will be an option called flag for review. Flag for review. Click that one, you'll be getting an yellow color flag. It will be hoisted. Yellow color flag will be hoisted. So once you're going to finish all the 60, you can see all the 60 questions will be lined up like this. You can see the vertical, all the 60 will be. So they will be giving you the clear indication that whether you marked all the one, which one you marked the flag for review. So the question number 24, you mark for flag for review. You have an option to go back. Once you're clicking that 24, you are having the option to go back, take your time and give your answers. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Clear.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, all the 180 is multiple choice. Before, all the 200 are MCQ. But right now, the exam, this 180 is having its own pattern. Now, nearly 140 to 150 questions nearly will be having MCQ, multiple choice questions. So they will be giving you scenario questions, and they make you as a project leader or a team leader or a project manager for that situations, because very clearly in the predictive projects only you call a person called PM, project manager. But if we are going to work in the adaptive project, they will not call the people as a project manager. They will use a different designation called TL, team leader. The team leader is nothing but the project manager. So they make you as a project manager or a team leader for a particular situations, and they're going to give a problem for a decent sized project, and they'll be giving you 4 options. So out of 4 options, you need to select one option. So that will be multiple choice, MCQ. The second variant within this 180, nearly 10 to 15 questions. 10 to 15 questions will be multiple correct answer. Multiple correct answer. So multiple correct answer is that they will be giving you one questions like scenario. They ask you to select 2 out of 5, or they'll be asking you to select 3 out of 6. So once the question is completed, within bracket, they will mark whether to pick up 2 from 5 or 3 from 6. So you need to just make sure that you are picking the correct answers, multiple answers. So you can't go to the next page because it's clearly given you either to pick 2, either to pick 3. Without picking that 2 or 3, you are not allowed to go for the next one. You will not have that kind of a facility. Whether it's a right, you're going to pick up from the available options, or you're going to go with the wrong answers. At least 2 you have to pick, or 3 you need to select. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yes.
Okay. The third pattern is nearly like 7 to 8 questions will be called drag and drop. It's nothing but match the following. So what they do, they will have a terminology listed, like 5 terminology will be listed. On right hand side, they will be giving the definition for each and every terminology in a wrong manner, in a wrong order. So what you have to do, you have to take your cursor and you have to pull which definition suits to, which terminology suits to which definition, you have to match that one. You have to pull and you have to paste that. Is it clear, guys? Drag and drop, or we call that as a match the following. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The last one, which will be having not more than 4 or not more than 5, you have the variant is called as hotspot. So to know more about the hotspot, what they're going to do, you have to report your project performance. So now they'll give you a chart. The chart is plotted time against cost, and they're going to keep something called earn value, plan value, actual cost. So they'll give you options. Option number 1, the project is under budgeted. Second, the project is over budgeted. The project is behind schedule. The project is ahead of schedule. So what kind of answer are you going to give? So they will give you a schematic display, and seeing that display, you need to just say whether the project is under budgeted or over budgeted or behind schedule or ahead of schedule. So this kind of answer you need to mark by seeing this kind of graphical display. So this kind of questions are called as hotspot. Hotspot. Most of the time, for the predictive project, they'll be using this kind of chart. This chart is called, this kind of graphical illustration is asking you to report your variance, negative variance or positive variance. But if the question is going to target the adaptive, the chart which is used for them to display whether the people is able to complete the feature which is within each and every iterations. So they will be using a chart called burn up chart, or they'll be using something called burn down charts. Burn up charts and burn down chart will be used as a display for you to know whether the people is able to complete the features, how many features they are able to complete. So this kind of questions you will be asked using the burn up and burn down charts. Burn down charts and burn up charts are the reporting charts to report the iterations informations, whether the iteration is good or iteration is bad. So how much work is completed or how much work they need to complete. So this will be indicated through burn up chart and burn down chart. They'll be asking the questions. These questions are called as a hotspot questions. You will not get plenty. You'll be getting at least 4 to 5 questions on this. So total 180 you need to answer. Is it clear, guys? Any questions on this?
Yeah.
So 180, you have multiple correct answers type. You'll be having MCQ type. You'll be having the hotspot. You'll be having the
Drag and drop,
which is nothing but match the following. So 4 variants will be there within that 180. Now, as I said very clearly, if you're going to score 55% above or on or above in the Prince2 certification, you will pass your exams. You pass your papers, right? Here, they will not measure the performance of the candidate through quantitative terms. Always the assessment will be a subjective assessment. In PMI, always it will be a subjective. They will not give you any kind of numerical scores. So they have the plan metrics to measure the performance. So they have the plan metrics. If your performance is going, overall performance is going to be above target performance, you pass. If the overall performance of your examination is going to be a target performance, you pass. But if your overall performance of your project shows that below target, the candidate will fail. And if the overall performance of the candidate is going to be a need improvement, you fail. So the overall performance for the individual, for the candidate who's targeting the examination should be pass, or it should be above target or target. So the candidate will pass. If the overall performance is showing the below target or need improvement, the candidate will fail. The indication is that above target, the people understand very fine about the project management, is having a master skill in understanding the field of project management. So he's able to answer all the most of the answers are correct. Here target, it's the score report which will be given by the testing center will be summary. The score report which will be sent by the PMI will be an elaborated score report. They will be giving you where all the areas you feel they found the gap, but still you pass. The indication is that you can go through the score report which is sent by the PMI. That's a detailed score report that will make you to monitor your gaps. Below target, the people went through the formal classes, but he was not preparing for the examination. He was not taking sufficient time to prepare. So you need to have at least 2 or 3 months to prepare to appear for the resit. Need improvement, the person doesn't understand the field of project management. The person never went for the formal education or never prepared well. So this person, he want to resit, at least 5 to 6 months he has to take, and he has to resit. So that is indications. Is it clear now, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Now, here you score target, and here you score target, and here you score need improvement. Still you pass, because you know very well this percentage of question is 820. Major of the question is asked for the people and process. So you'll be answering most of the question correctly. So this will be in the green zone. So you pass. But what happened if I'm going to score above target here, I'm going to score target here, I'm going to score need improvement here. You failed the exams, because 90 question out of 180 is coming from process, and your performance is need improvement. The overall performance will be failed. You can't challenge the PMI committee to give the details, to just give the numerical score, or you can't just pull them to the court of law, because once you are making the payment, one of the conditions as a terms, they are asking you to abide this. You should not challenge the PMI. You should not challenge the PMI in this aspects. So you are agreeing, you are abating that one, and you are paying your payment, and you are making your signatory. So you can't challenge this one. Is it clear or not, guys? Any questions?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah.
Now here, out of 42%, 21% share goes to the predictive projects and 21% goes to the adaptive projects. Out of 50%, 25% is the questions are taken from the adaptive perspective, and 25% will be taken from the predictive perspective. And out of 8%, 4% is taken from the adaptive and 4% taken from the predictive. Is it clear or not, guys?
Yes, it's
Yes.
So this will be the exam blueprint. So you need to have the strong knowledge on your exam blueprint. So this is the question breakup. And you can see the people skills is having 42%, nearly 74 questions they're going to ask you from the soft skills. You as a project manager, you as a team leader, you should have a strong knowledge on the hard skills. You need to have the strong and thorough knowledge on integrations, scope management, cost management, schedule management, quality management, risk management, procurements. But once it is coming to the soft skills, many project managers having a failure. They doesn't want to step from the comfort zones. You need to have a people skills. You need to just retain and maintain the strong relationship with your team members. The real appreciation for every team leader or the project manager is not from the management. They have to get their applause from the team members. The team member has to wait that you have to take the leadership for the new project. That's the real appreciation you're going to get from the team members. You need to have the soft skills. Soft skills can come with different flavors. It can come through the leadership skills. Most of the time, you don't require to be a project manager. Change your cap color. You need to be a leader. Leader is a person who's going to take the mass group of the people. Whether the objective is a good or bad, you're going to take a mass group of the people for them to achieve. You are the motivator. You need to inspire them. You need to give them a proper guidelines. Show them a proper directions. So the leadership skills is a very important skills for the project manager. As I said very clearly, the communication, 90% you're going to spend only on the communications. So you should have the communication skills. You should have the active listening skills. Listen actively to your team members. Don't try to just ignore that he is your subordinate. So you need to have the soft skills, active listenings. You need to be a great influencer. So you should have the influencing skills. You should do the negotiations. Negotiation skills is the key interpersonal skills for any project managers. Team building skills. Because here we never came to win the matches. We came here to win the championships. So without the teamwork, you can't able to build your team. You can't win the championships. Team building is one of the important skills for the project manager. You have to start the team building in the day one. You need to make sure that you need to have those skills on the conflict resolutions. Once the conflicts are escalating and it's coming to your board, it's coming to a table, it's coming to a bench, you need to make sure that what kind of conflict resolution technique I need to give as the resolutions. So you need to have the people skills. So 3 domain areas, which is given in the project management out of 10 domain areas, like communication management, resource management, and your stakeholder engagement or stakeholder management, is all the 3 areas will be targeted with the 74 questions. Because as I said very clearly, this is all the common domain for predictive approach and the adaptive approach. And 3 areas, don't try to underestimate the 3 areas, the communication, the stakeholder engagement, and your resource management. These 3 areas is asking you to use various kind of interpersonal skills, various kind of leadership skills, various kind of other skills, soft skills. You need to have the political awareness. You need to have the cultural awareness. You're working in a different culture. The opinions will be different opinion. The culture will be different culture. People are from the different environment. They have the different demographics. You need to respect the other culture. You need to have the culture sensitivity. So culture awareness is one of the people skills. Political awareness, understanding the political landscape of the organization, is one of the interpersonal skills. Right? So the people is going to be now dominated with 74 questions. So don't try to make this one as a line, because in the adaptive projects, you need to have the different kind of leaderships. Once you are transferring yourself from the predictive environment to the adaptive environment, you can't be an autocratic there. Literally, you need to just work as a maid servant. So you need to have something called a servant leadership. Note this one. 7 questions will be asked in the servant leadership. Servant leadership is one of the important leadership, one of the important qualifications for anyone to enter into the adaptive projects, lightweight projects. You don't have work, but you are a PMP. You can manage any kind of projects. So you are just entering into adaptive life cycles. You are entering into adaptive projects, lightweight projects. You can manage, but there is no reporting relations. You are not called as a project manager. You'll be called as a scrum master, or you'll be called as agile coach, or you will be called as a team leader. You need to make sure yourself to adapt to the servant leadership. Literally, you need to make sure you are working as a servant to your leader. Organization objective will be the secondary. But the individual who's going to be coming under your team member will be the primary objective. Their objective is the primary objective to you. You are empowering them. You are making them to come with the self-decisions. So these are all the things we'll be learning in upcoming classes. So don't try to underestimate the people skills. Because if anything is going to happen in the process areas, you can patch up by the people areas. Process something is very different, very difficult. But you can patch up your performance in the people by scoring nearly 70 questions correctly out of 70. So have a thorough knowledge of the people skills. Is it clear, guys?
It's clear, sir.
Any questions to be asked? Any questions to be asked? Everything is clear, right? So the metrics are used, because if you don't have the metrics, you can't know that whether your performance is improved performance or deteriorating performance. You can't improve anything until something should be measured. So you need to have a metrics. So the metrics they're going to use is called as a target, above target, or below target, or need improvement. Don't try to go with a below target or need improvement. Try to show your performance target or above target performance. So our training and our discussion on the questions and your preparations, your strategies will be working out. So definitely you will be cracking the certifications with one set. So that is the guarantee I can provide you. So as I said very clearly, our classes will go on Monday and Wednesday from 7 until 9 without break. And I'll be raising my voice. So don't try to take in the wrong sense, because I want everyone to engage actively. And this is the first time for many people sitting for the online classes. So it's not a traditional classes where you will be bringing the trainer and we'll be seeing physically, but here virtually we are connected. Virtually we are connected, right? So I want to make the class to get engaged. So I want you to come with some questions. Don't try to allow me to proceed for the next step until something is clear. So all the classes will be properly recorded, and that will be sent in through the WeTransfer link. And try to just download within 3 to 7 days. We don't have any kind of backup copies. Any person who's joined newly, never got any materials templates, try to connect with Mr. Mani. Mani is in India. He'll be coming by 2nd week of July here, by 10th of July here. So you can just, he's using the same WhatsApp number. So you can just ping in and he'll be guiding you and he'll be sending you the materials. I'll be be forming the common WhatsApp group for us. I'll be keeping all my training information over there. So try to collect the training information from the common WhatsApp group. Any questions to be asked before we leave? The next class will be on 5th July, because I am having one class to complete on Monday. So let me complete that classes. I am having 1 hour session with them. So our class will be on next Wednesday. The subsequent week will be going with the Wednesday and Monday, 7 o'clock until 9 o'clock Qatar time, 8 to 10 UAE time. Any question, Nitin? Okay. Ms. Kala? Abhishek?
No questions.
Bala, one
Yes,
quick question, like this 3 domains which you're showing now in the slide, they have got any particular cutoffs that, okay, that this much we need to score so as to be...
No. Overall performance only they're going to see.
Okay.
Overall performance. See, as I said, there is 3 domain areas. They'll be giving they're going to pull the question based on the weightage given to this area. If your performance is your performance is not good performance, right, on the process, but you've shown a very good performance in the people and the business environment, maybe you will be passing the exams.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So they will be giving you only the overall performance. Yeah. So at least you try to score target in all the areas.
Understood. Yeah.
Right? Don't try to score need improvement or below target. At least try to score target in all the areas. So target, if you're going to score target in other areas, they will give you a clear score report. The testing centers will give only the summary report. Wait for 2 days for the PMI to produce the elaborated report. You can just go and see where all the areas you've done well and where all the areas you've done moderate and where all the areas you underperformed. So this kind of indication you're able to give, you're able to get. So you're able to monitor your gaps. Right? So I given you the contents so that people, what all the things will be covered in the people, what all the things will be covered in the process, what all the things will be covered in the business environment. So everything I've given you the course outline, you can go and you'll be having the thorough knowledge on the examination point of view. So I think that you got 4 materials, right? You got 4 materials from Mr. Mani, right? Training material. Hello? Hello, guys.
I didn't
Yeah.
receive any material from.
Okay, you can ping Mr. Mani, sir.
Text.
Mani will send you the complete information, so don't worry.
Fine.
Okay, I'll be keeping all my recordings. Once a WhatsApp group is formed, I will be keeping the recordings in our WhatsApp group. You need to just download it and take that one in your folders. And the class link also will be sent at the same time. So you can use that link for the next class.
Okay.
Any doubts before we leave? See, actually, this training, the certificate which you're going to take from us will be valid for lifetime. The certificate which you're going to earn from the PMI after passing the examination, that is valid for 3 years. So that is a different topic. I need at least 30 minutes to spend on that. So I don't want to take that much time because in Dubai, it's almost 10 hours, more than 10. So I want to stop. Next class, before starting that, I will be giving you that information, how to recertify yourself. Many things we have to discuss, and I'll be expecting many questions on you from your side. So
Yeah,
you need to do the renewal every 3 years once. Yes, Mr. Nitin. Yeah.
Bala, in continuation to that, notes received from Mani, yes, we received, but it would be good that if you cover up that how it is, because there are some multiple PDF files we have received. So
yeah,
if
so
you
PMBOK
can
6th edition will help you to complete the people domain. Sorry, this one, predictive approach. There is one material called Agile Certified Practitioner, Agile Practice Guide, Agile Practice Guide. That will be helping you to answer 90 questions. 90 questions, you know very well, 90 is taken from the predictive and 90 will be taken from the adaptive, right?
Yeah.
Out of 180, 90 they're going to take from the predictive approach, right?
Yeah.
So the PMBOK 6th edition, PMBOK 6th edition will make you to give the answer for 90, and Agile Practice Standard will make you to answer the other 90. Right?
Okay.
And I'm certified PMP Nitin on 2015 beginning, but once the new pattern is released on 2021, I need to know about the Agile also. So I need to send my application to get the global trainer status from the PMI. I need to pass their examination called Train the Trainer. Right, Nitin? They given me a material. That material is a PMI authorized PMP exam prep. So that will fuse this too. That is given to me. I send that also to you guys.
Yeah.
So the PMBOK 6th edition is summarized. Agile is summarized, that fused, that is coming as PMI authorized exam prep to the instructors who's going to attend the Train the Trainer workshop and to pass the examination to qualify themselves to conduct the training on the newer version. So they given me that material, so that material also is sent to you. So this 3 material is very important to pass your exams. Nothing, you don't try to bring anything other than this. Don't try to purchase anything outside. Everything will be more sufficient for you to pass your exams. The next investment for you other than this training should be the examination. That's it. PMI membership and exam charges. That's it. Don't try to buy. It's a surplus information I've given to you. Each and every template, I've given you a customized templates. Go and see that what all the things you are able to define and what is the guideline you need to follow. Once you're forming a template, like a project charter, risk register, risk report, quality report, so how the template looks and what will be, how the management plans will looks, what are the information you need to bring into the templates. Everything is neatly customized and sent to you guys. So 3 materials is advised for you to target your predictive domain, predictive approach, PMBOK 6th edition, even though there is a PMBOK 7th edition, that you can use as a standard reference for you to operate your project. Don't try to bring for the exam preparations. That will not work out. That will give the clear guideline how to perform a project using that guideline document. It's only 100 pages. PMBOK 6th edition is having more than 600 pages. That will help you to know about the predictive approach. Agile practice standard will help you to know about the adaptive approach. And to fuse this one in a summary format, there will be a book which is given by PMI to me. That is a PMI authorized exam prep. So that can be used for you to prepare for the exams.
Okay.
Any questions? Any questions?
Nothing as such.
Next class will be on 5th of July. So I just request you to just read the first 3 chapters of PMBOK 6th edition, please.
Okay.
We'll have the classes, we'll be having the in-depth class, but I'm asking you to just at least go through a glance. So you'll be getting an idea. So sorry and take my apology that I'm not able to conduct my classes with you on Monday. So the next class will be on 5th of July. From the 5th of July, the class will not have any break. It will be going on Monday and Wednesday. So thanks for your wonderful participation, Mr. Nitin, Mr. Vinod, Mr. Abhilesh, Mr. Arman, Arun Joel, Mr. Vijay Babu, Ms. Kala, right? Mr. Pavan, Mr. Sanjay. Thank you, Mr. Yuvaraj, Mr. Varun, and Vinod. Good night, everyone. If anyone want to ask any questions, please. So we'll have a discussion next class about the maintaining the certification and how long the certification is valid and what are the things you have to do and what category you have to choose for you to update your information to recertify yourself. What is the recertification charges? If we are not doing the recertification, what happened to the certifications? We'll go with that one and we'll be starting with the introductions. The chapter in the first 3 chapters are introduction chapters. It's a basic project management. We have to know about the basics, the fundamentals, the terminology, and what is the definition is given in this for this terminology. Because we can't see this kind of definitions and terminology in any other text. Only the project management body of knowledge you can see. Over a period of time, you're going to repeat this kind of terminology and definitions in many chapters. So we have to know, we have to understand the first 3 chapters, then only you can switch over to the advanced level. So we have to give the preference to the adaptive and we have to give the preference to the predictive. Equal preference. Anything? Can I take a leave?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. Have a good Eid holidays. See you on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So everyone knows my number. If you want to take my number, you can take my number from Mani. You can bring a private message also. You can bring a private message. And you can leave some comments also if you want to leave your comments. Bye-bye, guys. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.